Hey guys, my name is Julian and welcome to my channel. Today we're going to be looking at the UAFX Ruby. As an owner of an AC30 for many years, I was pretty happy to see this pedal, and I'm happy to tell you that it does nail the tones pretty well. Now here's the thing, it is a very picky pedal on how you set it up. So in this video I'm going to show you some tips and tricks of how to make this pedal sound really good, and we can get anything from clean chiming to very fuzzy to like pretty hard rock kind of tones. Actually, what you heard in the intro was all this pedal. Okay, so let's check it out and then I'll tell you what I think about it. Okay guys, now for this video I'm going to be using this Harley Benton JA-62. This guitar is amazing, it's beautiful, sounds great. I will not change anything on this guitar. We'll do a review later on it, but today is all about this pedal. All right, now check it out. Here is what we're gonna do. We're gonna get some clean chimey tones. We're gonna get overdriven tones, we're gonna get crunchy tones, we're gonna get high gain tones, believe it or not, and we're gonna get some fuzz and a lead sound. All right, now this is not a review about every single detail of the pedal. I'm not gonna use the app because it is pretty crappy. All right, it works most of the times, but it's just like a crappy app in reality. So we're gonna just kind of discover what tones we can get from this pedal. And I'm gonna use the Brilliant channel, guys, because I think most people tend to use that, and that's the one that I use, right? So again, it's not a review of everything. We're just gonna see how we can get some really nice tones. Now check it out, as the pedal is right now, right? Let me actually drop the volume a bit, right? And check this tone out. Already really nice. Our middle position. Now, how am I getting this tone? Well, the settings are there, guys, but I'm doing a little bit of something extra. I am cutting the frequencies, the high frequencies, somewhere around the 4,500 range for this guitar. Might vary on your guitar. Now, why? This pedal and this amplifier have a lot of high end. Now, the amp is a little bit different because it just acts different. Now, with this pedal or any plugin, if you don't cut the high end, it will destroy your family, guys. So, just to be safe, just do a really big high cut, kind of like see where it works for you, right? But make sure you do it, because if not, it's gonna start getting very fizzy and very like piercing sounding, right? So I have that already on, and that just gives me that tone the way that it is. Right now, let's say that I wanna make it a little bit kind of like softer, a little bit better in the mix, right? Because it sounds a little bit too low and too high. So check it out. When we actually use the treble and the bass, they work the other way around. When we turn it to the left, we're actually decreasing the bass and the treble, right? So in this case, if I lower them quite a bit, check it out, we get this tone over here. Right, my middle pickup. Nice chimey tone. Now, one thing, if you want to change your tone, by the way, I'm going to be using the green back most of the time, but if you change it to the blue for the cleanest tones, has this really awesome kind of the edge for you to kind of like, bell sound, especially with this guitar. Middle position. Right, very chimey tone, guys. Now if I want to add a little bit more high and low, if you notice, I'm keeping them together, because here is another tip. If you put them separate apart, the treble and the bass, it starts scooping out the mids a bit, right? And I actually like to have a lot of mid tones, and with this pedal I think it sounds great. So most of the time I tend to move them together, and for me it works, right? Let's say that I want a little bit more highs. Right now, that's a pretty clean tone, right? But let's say I want to push that a little bit into overdrive. So we get two options, put the volume up or put the boost up. And in this case, I actually want to use the boost. So let me put the boost halfway, and now we get this kind of like overdriven tone. Right, let's take it away just so we can see a difference. Just adding just a little bit, right? But now we're like, okay, now I want to get some more amp like overdrive because it sounds glorious. All right, so now I'm gonna put this all somewhere around a little bit above 9. All right, I guess that would be 10ish, right? And check it out, guys. Let's raise the output, lower the output a little bit. Metal position. Guys, the chime on this amp, right? I mean, that's for me what makes it sound the way it does. It just has this bell-like chime that is just really, really beautiful. Such a great tone. Again, very specific, might not be your favorite, but for this type of tone, that is amazing. Now let's get this dog hair out of the way. All right, now let's see what it sounds like on the bridge because we have not checked that out. You know, I'm starting to get into some edge of breakup a little bit more with the bridge, right? But let's say that I want to then boost it up a little bit, right? Let's drop our output and then this same tone with a little bit of boost. Metal. Now check it out. From here on, I'm gonna change it to the greenback because I think that takes gain a little bit better. Right, very different sound. Such a nice tone. Again, neck. Right, for leads, already a nice overdriven lead. All right, so we already got, guys, our edge of breakup, right? Overdriven tone, right? Now let's go ahead and see what we get when we take it to 12 o'clock. Now in between that, there's a lot to play with, by the way, but you know, we don't want to make this video 10 hours, right? We could with this pedal. Right, now check it out. Anything that I did, if you notice, the cut, I'm keeping it the same because that's kind of the sweet spot for me. Anytime I try to butch or move that around, I just, you know, can't get it to sound the way I do. So again, for my liking, this is the sweet spot, at least for that. So, you know, just, you know, try it out for yourself and see what you like. But, you know, those are just some tips, all right? All right, now we're starting to get a little bit of crunchiness in there, right? Maybe not still very crunchy, but, you know, some already, you know, nice overdrive. Or a little bit almost in distortion territory. Let's raise the output a little bit. Metal position. You hear that chiminess? Beautiful. Now check it out, we're gonna do bridge. Now that's gonna push it even a bit more. I would say this is more of a crunchy sound. let's go for a neck with this tone. Oh man, it's such a lovely tone. I actually think for leads, this amp sounds great. Just like cuts very nice, but it's again like a sweet kind of highs, right? Once you cut those frequencies, of course. Alright, so for me that's already kind of like crunch territory, guys. Alright, but now what happens if we boost it up, right, where it already is? So check it out. Let's start with our neck. That's giving me already some kind of like classic-ish kind of rock, right? Kind of like that very British, kind of like Oasis kind of thing in a way. Right, beautiful middle. And bridge. Check it out, guys. Already a really nice crunch, right? My neck. Guys, that is a wonderful, at least to me, a wonderful kind of like rhythmic, kind of rock kind of sound. Obviously, it's not going to be high gain, right? But, you know, it just has its own thing, right? Now, let's boost it all the way up as it is, right? Before we go into more than halfway with the volume. Right, really nice tone. All right, now guys, let's now see what happens when we take it above 12. Right, so we're gonna take it somewhere around 2 o'clock, right? And check this out, no boost on the neck. Right, that it just like cuts so nice, but it's so good to play leads on it, guys. I would never have suspected. Right now, I had an AC30, but I could never boost it up because that thing was super mega loud, guys. So now with this pedal, I can kind of get those tones that I could never with the actual amp, right? So that is a plus. All right, let's do our bridge. Guys, that's already, you know, even a little bit more gain, right? You know, you could definitely play any rock song with this. Again, not metal, but, you know, pretty rock. But let's boost it up all the way. Let's see what we get. Right? You know, it just adds more, right? That boost is really good. really good, guys. Now let's say that we want to get some fuzz with this, right? We already got, you know, clean sound, nice and chimey, overdriven, gray, you know, edge of breakup, you know, raw kind of rhythm. Lead sounds are great with this. Now, can we get some fuzz? So check it out, guys. If I take it away the boost, but do the volume all the way up, this is what we get. Right? It's already pretty saturated. But I wouldn't say it's fuzzy, so what do? I turn the boost even up higher. Check this out. You hear how that bass breaking up? It's starting to turn into fuzz. Right now, the last thing that I'm going to show you guys is how to get the lead tone I was getting in the beginning, and we'll call it a day with this. Alright, so check it out. All I did was dime everything, including the treble and the bass. What that does is that it kind of takes away those very strong lows and highs, and it just kind of gives me a sound that is going to cut through a little bit better through the mix. So check it out. It's kind of like a nice crunchy lead. That was on the neck, on the bridge. That to me, guys, is very martially sounding, right? Not only good for rhythm, but good for leads, right? Alright, so check out how many tones we can get with this pedal. Alright guys, so let me know your thoughts. What did you think? Have you owned an AC30? What did you think of the sound? Maybe you never owned an AC30. The truth, guys, is that as an owner of one, well, I don't have it anymore, but those amps are beasts in the sense that their volume is so hard. So one of the cool things about this pedal is that you can get a lot of the tones you can get with the amp, but with the amp is almost impossible, because if you crank an AC30 in your house, it is going to blow up. It's probably going to blow up your whole neighborhood. That thing is super loud. And you know, it is a beast. It is a beast. So I think this pedal is actually very convenient, because again, it doesn't give you like the sound of an AC30 next to you, right? Because no pedal or plugin is going to give you that sound next to you, but it is going to give you a really good sound of you know, of a recorded AC30, which is the whole point of these pedals, right? So you know, it's just really good. It is not a plug and play pedal. You do have to sit down, play around with it, you know, based on your guitar, but you can get some monster tones out of this, guys. I do think it's great. Now, the main thing, as I said it throughout the video, is you gotta learn how to tame, you know, the high end, right? Because it does have a lot of high end frequencies. If you're gonna use a lot, you're probably gonna have to use a really high and low pass filter. For recording, it depends on, you know, what you're recording, but yeah, it is something that you gotta learn how to tame with this sound. Right now, also with pedals, I will do a video just showing how it takes different pedals like as a clean platform. But as far as this sounds, guys, I think it sounds really good. It's such a good sound. It does sound really professional, and the caps are actually really great in my opinion. All right, but that's it for today. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it, and I'll see you next time. Bye.